All right, girls, y'all begged for it. Here it is, Insecure. Season 3, we just jumping in. I didn't review season 1 or 2, but here we are, season 3, and Issa, right now, I'm literally just a few moments into the beginning, but she's in the bed with Daniel, and they're doing, sexual things, and I'm just like, girl, after the way you showed out last season. Anyway, we'll get to it. Wait a minute, it's not even Issa in the bed with him, this is somebody else. She on the couch, child, and she shook because they having this loud sex. Girl, I thought it was her, but it ain't. Shook. Genuinely shook. So Issa's driving Uber. Okay. Second job, that's fine. Ooh, child. I'm sorry, I got distracted by 2 white women with the most split ends I've ever seen in my life. But Issa's driving Uber. Molly's on the beach living her best life, I guess, honey. She ain't going back and forth with you niggas. I don't know where she is exactly, but she's speaking to a man who's speaking back to her in an American accent, and he said he was going to be in LA in a few weeks, and she's like, you got a visa? Like, since he's American, he sounds American. Anyway, so Issa, she in the bathroom. I don't know what she was doing in there, but Daniel opens the bathroom door, and they kind of shuffle around each other, and she asks if he was aware that she was in the house last night, because, they was having all that loud sex. And he says, yeah, and it's just that this whole dynamic is like, girl, why didn't you just stay, especially with Molly out of town, she trusts you, why you ain't just stay at her house? Like, this your best friend, girl, go sleep at her house. Like, moving along. So Issa's not back out, on the field. She's still, doing desk duty, which, isn't that more punishment to the children? I don't know. Anyway, for some reason, I'm sorry, there's a dog trying to get my attention. For some reason, this dog is really trying to get my attention. For some reason, Daniel is a part of the story now. Like, we're seeing his life, and I'm not interested, but whatever. He's in the studio. There's this young lady with these loud pants. That's how I feel about Daniel's storyline. That was not an artificial yawn, but if I had the comedic timing, I would have just placed the yawn there. But that was a genuine yawn. Yeah, sis is rapping or singing or something. It was terrible. But apparently her cousin is someone named Spider, whom Daniel has been trying to get his music to lately. And it's like, but if her cousin is somebody who Daniel wants to get his music to, why doesn't she give her music to her cousin? I don't understand. But whatever. Molly and Issa link back up. Issa picks up Molly from the airport, and now they out to eat, and we're gonna see what else is going on. So, first of all, Erica Alexander, the universe is speaking to me, okay? The universe is calling out to me, because I stan. And I've been thinking about Erica Alexander so much in the last, month. She's been on my mind every day, and here she is, just right here on Insecure, on this little, it looked like a fake Martin / what's happening / house party / living single / it was just a conglomerate of all those old 90s shows, right? But Erica Alexander, I stan. I will never not stan. There won't be a time in life. This truck shouldn't sound like that. There'll never be a time in life where I'm not standing for Erica Alexander, and that these are just facts. But anyway, Daniel goes over to, I guess that's his sister's house, and gets a guitar. The sister drops a bug in his ear about how Issa probably wants to date him because she's staying at the house. And I'm like, how about you just don't be in their business like that without having had a conversation with Issa? But whatever. So Daniel gets back to the house. He's, playing his guitar, working on some music, whatever. Issa pops in, and they're just chopping it up, having a good friendly conversation, and Daniel tries to kiss her, and she's like, I think we know better. And he's like, I'm confused, because out of everybody you could have stayed with me. And with him saying that, I also am confused, because apparently the reason that Issa won't stay with Molly is because they had a falling out over a vase in 2005. Anyway, she says that, she wants to just be friends, and he confused. I don't know, but they get on my nerves. That's what I do know. Moving along. So, first of all, let's just get this out of the way. Molly and Dro having sex in the kitchen is disgusting. There was a scene last season where Lawrence and Aparna, I don't know, had sex in the kitchen as well. That's gross. And he was cooking at the time. Even worse. Like, they were having spinach stuffed salmon. He said salmon. It's salmon, but he said salmon. And sex in the kitchen. Anyway, so Molly and Dro are having sex, and you know, some moments pass, right? And she's laying, you know, in his arms. The phone rings. It's his wife. If you haven't watched the show, I don't know why you watching season 3, episode 1 with me, honey. You got to catch up. But his wife calls, and all this time I was like not sure about the relationship with Dro because we were only getting it from one side. Dro was saying they were in an open marriage. We had only heard it from Dro. But Candace calls. He says he's still at the house with Molly, and they move on. And that made me feel a little bit more comfortable personally, because now we do know that she knows for sure. But that made Molly uncomfortable. And she got up and she put her robe on. It was talking about, are we gonna be friends who don't have sex or acquaintances who do have sex because I need boundaries? And I'm like, well, first of all, y'all been friends since birth, so I'm confused. Second of all, like, you know, his wife knows what's going on, so I don't understand where the trepidation is coming from at this point, because you're still sleeping with this woman's husband. I need understanding. I need understanding. No candy verse. I'm waiting on Issa to quit this job. Look, we got you. It's tired. It's tired and through, delayed, and all the other things, honey. I'm sick of it. She's doing her job and making follow-up calls. Somebody said that the logo was racist. You know, we look further into the logo. It's a white hand holding black babies. So she does some follow-up calls and finds out that the white folks, first of all, are mean. Second of all, are white. And that's just not... As somebody who grew up black, I grew up black. I went to school with black kids. Even in private school, my private school was all black. Even though, oh God, it was... I would have killed to go to a better school. I really would have killed. Literally, physically killed somebody. But growing up black, you don't want to deal with a bunch of white people, especially as a child, and you don't know nobody white. All these only people white you see are at school, and then here you come with your whiteness talking about we got y'all. Like, it just doesn't feel. I don't like it. I don't like it. So Issa goes and she tells, you know, Joanne, the boss, this is what's going on. Joanne pissed at Issa for finding out what the problem was and getting to the root of that. So she just needs to quit. I'm just sick and tired of being sick and tired. You know, the ghetto. So, if Kaya were able to sue, I know this is random, if Kaya were able to sue for the theft of her music, whatever this young, is it Saweetie? Which one of these lady rappers, I think it's Saweetie, that has taken My Neck, My Back. If Kaya were able to sue, the song would not have made it onto HBO's Insecure. So there's that. Like, that's simply that. I don't want to hear nothing else about the girls stealing from Kaya, and I've already broken down and let you know that beat isn't even Kaya's beat, it's Ubi Jive's beat. If you're from, you know, Florida, you already know about it. If you're a certain age and from Florida, you already know about it. But I don't want to hear no more from Kaya about the girls stealing from her. So they're doing a party lift. Issa has invited Molly to ride with her on this lift excursion, and first of all, I didn't even know you could do that, but I guess it's your car, you can do whatever you want to. But when I say I've never identified more with Molly in my life than when she lifted up the arm rest and found a Capri Sun and said, "You know my heart." She said, "Girl, a Capri Sun, you know my heart." If that's not a something I would say, I would have said it. I probably have said it, and I identify, and I just wanted y'all to know that Issa knows my heart as well, because, girl, a Capri Sun, quickest way to get all up in the right left here, the chest, the you know, the this area, the heart-yellow region, quickest way. When I say, hold on, sis, when I say that the city girls are the essence of my spirit, I mean it. I'm not kidding. The city girls are true. Free JT, first of all. But the music is just hitting this episode. Like, I mean, it literally always slaps. But the city girls, so you've got 4 beautiful chocolate black women in a car. Well, chocolate implies, but you know, there are chocolate other women who don't claim blackness, which, if you're chocolate, you're black, sweetness. If you're Native American and you're chocolate, you probably got a little black in you. If you're Indian from India and you're chocolate, guess what? It's right on top of Africa. I don't know if you knew, but anyway, we got these 4 chocolatey ladies sitting in the car, riding, you know, on their way to wherever, and they're playing the City Girls. And if that is not just, that's what the inside of my heart looks like. That's what I want for every day. Just 4 beautiful chocolate women driving and listening to the City Girls. Like, that's what I need in my heart. Like, that's what it looks like. Because I also am a chocolate woman. I know that it's hard to tell sometimes, but I'm dark chocolate, and that's what it is. Anyway, I just wanted y'all to know that City Girls are that group for me. They're just baby Trinas. They're just baby Trinas, and you know how I feel about Trina. Anywho, they are literally playing Bickenhead by Cardi B. Like, hitting with the music. I cannot. But the little girls, first of all, the girls in the back, you know, that were being lifted, they were just basically little Issa and little Molly. Like, it was so cute to see. And so now they're picking up a nigga, a fine nigga apparently. So this is where it's Nathan with the face is what Molly called him. So we'll see. So the nigga is fine. He's I can't think of his last name. I think it's Kendrick Sims. It's Kendrick something. He was on How to Get Away with Murder. He was the brother. You remember? Well, you might not remember. I think it was like season 2. There was a brother and sister that was like, that murdered their parents or something like that. He didn't, and maybe she did. I don't even remember. But somebody murdered their parents. Maybe it was a cousin or an uncle. Anyway, girl, he is him, and he looks like he could be Dustin Ross's brother, like literally brother. But anywho, it's him, and now they getting ready to go get some tacos, honey, and they're finna pick up somebody, and I can't remember who, but somebody's texting Issa and she feels a way about it, and yeah, that's where we are. So they picked up a big nigga, and listen, whew, that nigga's fine, gigantic and brown, just everything I like. And he was rolling up, you know, some weed, and Issa didn't want that, which, I mean, it's LA and everybody smoke weed in LA, so I don't understand, like, why, like, from the mindset of a young person living in a place where weed is not just like everywhere, I don't understand why, if weed is everywhere, you don't want it around you. But whatever, I get, you know, they're professionals or whatever, maybe they get drug tested at the job. But you know, Issa asked him not to smoke the weed. He said he was gonna smoke it either way, and you know, little light-skinned fella beats him up basically and then runs off because he ain't trying to go to jail. And that's where we are. So I'm tired of Issa and Daniel, but they had this little back and forth, honey. The root of the thing is Issa knew that Daniel would be there for her in her time of trouble, and I'm just like, Molly too though. Molly as well. You lose me right there, because girl, Molly, yeah, she's right there. You ain't sleeping with her that we know of. Like, it's not whatever. And then Molly and Dro, I'm sick of that too. She and her feelings, and I still cannot understand why. I cannot understand why. She said to him, you know, just because you and Candace, you know, are free to do whoever and whatever, doesn't mean we all want, you know, our relationships and our stuff like that messy. And I'm just like, but you've been doing it for months. And you knew he was married the first time you slept with him. Then you kept sleeping with him, and you believed him when he said that y'all were in an open marriage, and then you continued to sleep with him. I mean, they were in an open marriage, so I don't understand why. I'm very lost. I'm completely and totally lost when it comes to Molly and Dro, because it's like, are you saying that you want more from him? Because that's not what you're saying. Do you want to, like, be with him exclusively? Because that's not what you're saying. Every time Molly has a conversation, it's about, you know, being with Dro and, you know, being with all these other niggas. Like, what are you, girl, I hate relationships and their drama. I'm so happy to be just me, just existing in the world, just all by myself. Don't want to be, or do want to continue to be all by myself. Some more, you know, high notes. So that's it. That is the season 3 premiere of Insecure. It looks like the season is gonna be good. As far as the Lawrence Hive, let me just I don't understand why Lawrence isn't on the show. I'm not a member of the Lawrence Hive because, girl, ridiculous. But honestly, the majority of season 2, they weren't together. Like, I keep hearing people say, well, they're not together, so it doesn't make sense for him to be on the show anymore. And it's like, but they weren't together last season. And we saw him with Aparna, or whatever his, little girlfriend's name was. And we saw him with, at work and in scenes and situations, with the boys, stuff that didn't have anything to do with Issa. So that's why I'm like, the reasoning, the logic of he's not in her life anymore, so he ain't gonna be on the show, doesn't make sense. Like, if they just don't want him on the show, that's fine, that's cool. But that reasoning, the statements that the girls have made about it, it's just like, that don't really make sense to me. It really don't. But whatever. Moving along, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna find something to eat because I'm getting a headache. I ain't really had much to eat in the last couple days. So, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll be back looking better than I look right now, honey, for the next one. I'll see y'all. Peace.